Hi there. We're going to look at putting in the steps required to put in a fuel sending unit into a CT70 gas tank. Mine's an IceBear, so yours could be different. But this is the sending unit that I got from BartMoto, and so it's got the lever to go up and down and 2-wire output. You know, the yellow wire measures the resistance. And so let me show you the parts that we're gonna use. First, we're gonna have the sending unit, and of course we've got the actual gas tank out of the bike. So you'll see the gas tank these are different shapes, and you know, I'm kind of getting lucky because mine's got this flat part back here, which is fairly large, also up here, but it's got a flat area that looks like it'll work pretty good. But your tank may be a lot different. I've seen some where the filler is back further. So, and of course you've got your reserve and your regular line. So that's that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have to make some holes in the tank for the mounting of not only this part of the sending unit, but also these two holes up top. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use one of these stepped bits to drill the main hole, and also the smaller one for the mounting holes. And after I do that, I'm going to have to deburr it. So I'm going to use these rasp bits to deburr the hole to get it nice and smooth. And then the kicker is that we're going to use a Rivnut set. And the way these work is this allows you to put these in like a rivet. So you'll get the set, and you'll get the little rivet tool, and you screw these on, and then you pinch it, and it will make the rivet collapse, you know, up in this area right here, you know, up toward the top, and this will go down in the tank. So it allows you to, if you can't get in there, to put a nut on the backside. So we're going to put this in, squeeze it, and it'll stake it in, and then you'll only see this portion sticking out. So that's the Rivnut. And of course, we're going to have a set of bolts that I got off Amazon. And this has all different sizes. You know, it's got, you know, M5, M6, you know, M8. Believe we're probably going to use maybe the M5. So it'll look like this. This is an M6. I'm not going to use that. It's a little bit large. So I'm going to use this one. It's a little bit smaller, you know, with a hex nut and some stainless steel washers. And then because the back side of this tank has a little bit of a curve, and I'll show you as we go through this, has a little bit of curve, and the bracket actually, let me take this off and show you. It actually will sit like this, about in this section right here. But you can see right here in the very back, there's a little bit of a lip. And that lip is like right in here, where it doesn't quite push down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some gasket material, which I got on Amazon. It's a rubber, gas resistant material. I've got two different sizes. I think it's a 1 millimeter and a 1.6 millimeter. So I'll make a little small gasket I'll use this as my template to put a backside on there. And then to get it to adhere, I'm using this Permatex fuel resistant moto seal. And this is a pretty good material. And it kind of makes a dry gasket material. And so that should seal up real nice and good. Okay. All right, we need to first check the fuel sending gauge to see what the resistance is in the up position and the down position to see if we need to reverse anything. So we're going to check it in the down position first. And the resistance is about 11. And now we're going to check it in the up position. And it is about, well, come on, 73. It's not all the way up, but it's higher here. Let me see if I can get that to read a little bit better. So there's all the way up. $83. Okay, so it's higher in the up position, but with the LED speedometer, you want it to read higher resistance in this position than the up position. So we need to take this float and flip it 180 degrees. And so I'm going to do that just by rebending this wire. I wanted to give you a little view of the pickup tube that's in the gas tank. That's the regular, and then right in the very bottom is the reserve. It's a little shorter, so it's toward further back in the tank. And then on this side we have another pickup tube. This is actually an overflow. So this tube, if you overfill the gas tank, it spills out that tube and comes out this vent right here. So I'm probably going to stay away from this side of the tank because that tube's there. And so what I've done is I've traced this gasket on here, leaving just a little bit of room to the seam. And so there's where I'm going to be drilling my holes. And let me go ahead and get that going. Kind of taken my template there, and I've made some lines and used one of these center punches to mark where the Rivnuts are going to go. And then I did a line here so I can use the hole saw. Punched a center point there. And so now I'm going to start drilling. Hey, holes are drilled. Now comes the Rivnuts with some gasket sealer underneath them so it seals, around the holes. Have to clean that out good. I forgot to get a good video of me putting the gasket material in. And if you recall, this is the gasket material. It's a gasoline resistant gasket material. And what I did was I cut a template of the factory gasket. This is not it. This was just for this video. But you'll see that if you look at the Rivnut, you'll see that it actually does stick up higher than the tank. And so my concern was that in this area right here, the factory gasket wasn't going to seal. So the way I did that was I cut this piece, and let me see if I can get it to snap on there. So I cut a piece out like that that's the same diameter as the Rivnut. And this material actually is the same thickness of the Rivnut, although I can't get it to balance right there. And so that takes up the thickness for the Rivnut itself. And so it's underneath, you know, this plate right here, you know, the full, and of course it's got the hole in the center for the sending unit. And then I did use a little bit right back here, another second layer, just to take care of that that curve in the tank that I talked about. So there's actually one full of the gasoline gasket material, a little sliver, and then the factory gasket, and then all that's in place with the Permatex. So that's what it looks like, you know, installed in the tank. And you can see it fits right underneath there, no problems at all. This went back on, no problem. Just got to put the seat on. And of course, this is what it looks like when it comes on. And you'll see the gas gauge. The tank's full right now. So, yeah. And so this reads in kilometers, but I'm reprogramming it for miles. Of course, the little dark blue area will still say kilometers, but, you know, here's my the gear shift indicator. It's not shifting because it's on the stand right now, but so it shows all my gears, my neutral, you know, and so yeah, it does everything I wanted it to. High beam, you know, blinkers. Yeah, turned out great. It's got the speedometer on it. So yeah, all the features work. The only thing is it does say kilometers and kilometers per hour, but I'll reprogram that so it's in miles. And you know, I can't see that blue stuff anyway. And so it'll read in miles per hour and in miles. So thanks. If you like this, click and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Okay, so it's drying. That's it installed. Here's this piece and the gas cap. So that's about it. Just got to drop it in and hook it up. Let's check it out.